name is Lena. I am 30 years old. I live with David. We have been together for 3 wonderful years. Our small apartment is filled with laughter and love. David is kind, funny, and he understands me. He is a graphic designer and works from home most days. I am a teacher at a local primary school. I thought our life was perfect, simple, and heading towards a beautiful future. We often talked about getting married, maybe next year. David had been married before, a long time ago, to a woman named Selah. He did not talk about her much. He only said it was a difficult time, and they were very young. It ended, and he moved on. I never asked too many questions. It was his past. I was his present, his future. Or so I thought. One Tuesday evening, I came home from work tired but happy. I was thinking about the dinner David promised to cook. As I walked up to our apartment door, I saw a woman standing there. She looked hesitant, nervous. She was slim, with tired eyes and messy blonde hair. She was holding a small, worn suitcase. I did not know her. "Hello," I said, trying to be friendly. "Can I help you?" The woman looked at me, then at the door number. Is this David Johnson's apartment?" she asked. Her voice was soft, a little shaky. "Yes, it is," I replied. "I am Lena, his partner." A strange look crossed her face, surprise, maybe sadness. "Oh," she said, I am Selah, David's ex-wife." My heart skipped a beat. Selah, here, now, why? David had never said she might visit. He never said they were still in contact. So many questions rushed into my mind. Before I could say anything, the door opened. David stood there, looking from me to Selah, his face turning pale. "Selah," he whispered, shocked. "What are you doing here?" Selah gave a weak smile. "Hello, David. It's been a long time. Can I come in? I need to talk to you. It's important." David looked at me, then back at Selah. He looked trapped. Reluctantly, he stepped aside and let her in. I followed, my mind a whirl of confusion and a growing sense of unease. Our cozy living room suddenly felt very small and tense. Selah sat on the edge of our sofa, her suitcase beside her. "I'm sorry to just show up like this," she began, looking mostly at David. But I didn't know what else to do. Things have been very difficult for me. I lost my job. I lost my apartment. I have nowhere else to go. I remembered you, David. You were always so kind." David ran a hand through his hair. He looked stressed. "Selah, I don't understand. We haven't spoken in years." "I know," she said, her eyes filling with tears. "But I'm desperate, David. I just need a place to stay for a few days until I can figure things out. Please." I looked at David. His face was a mixture of pity and frustration. I felt a strange mix of sympathy for Selah. She looked genuinely distressed, but also a strong sense of protectiveness over my life with David. This was our home. "David," I said softly, "can we talk in the kitchen for a moment?" He nodded, and we stepped into the kitchen. "What is going on?" I asked him, trying to keep my voice calm. "Why is she here? Did you know she was coming?" "No, Lena, I swear, I had no idea," he said, his voice urgent. "I haven't seen or heard from her in almost 7 years. I don't know what to do. She looks terrible." "But David, she can't stay here," I said, my unease growing. "This is our home. We have our life." I know, he said, looking torn. "But just for a night or two, until she finds somewhere else. I feel responsible somehow. I don't want to be cruel. I didn't like it, not one bit. But seeing David's distressed face, I reluctantly agreed. "Okay," I said. "A couple of nights, that's it." The next few days were very difficult. Selah stayed on our sofa. She was quiet, mostly kept to herself, but her presence was like a dark cloud in our home. David was tense and distant. He tried to be normal with me, but I could feel the change. He spent time talking to Selah, trying to help her look for jobs or a room to rent. Our laughter faded. Our easy conversation stopped. I felt like an outsider in my own home. One evening, I came home and found David and Selah sitting very close on the sofa, looking at old photos. Selah was laughing, a sound that felt wrong in our apartment. David smiled, but it was a sad, distant smile. When they saw me, they quickly moved apart. "Lena," David said, "we were just remembering old times." "I see," I said, my voice colder than I intended. That night, I told David, "This isn't working. She needs to leave. It's affecting us, David. It's affecting me." "She's trying, Lena," he said defensively. "It's not easy for her." "And what about me?" I asked, my voice rising. "Is this easy for me? To have your ex-wife living with us, taking over our space, our peace?" We had a big argument. It was the first real fight in our 3 years together. David said I was being unsympathetic. I said he was forgetting about me, about us. I went to bed feeling angry, hurt, and very scared. Was our love strong enough for this? The next morning, I decided I couldn't live like this anymore. I needed to know what was really happening. When David went out to buy groceries, I sat down with Selah. "Selah," I said, trying to be firm but fair, "you need to tell me the truth. Why are you really here? Is it just about a job and a place to stay?" Selah looked down at her hands. For a long moment, she was silent. Then she looked up at me, her eyes surprisingly clear. "No," she said softly, "not entirely. When my life fell apart, David was the only person I could think of who might still care. I thought maybe there was still something between us. Maybe he missed me too. Her words hit me hard. So, it wasn't just about needing help. It was about wanting David back. Selah, I said, David and I are building a life together. We love each other. We are going to get married. His life with you is in the past. She sighed. I see that now. I see how happy he is with you. He's different, better. I was foolish to think I could just walk back in. I am sorry, Lena, truly. I've caused you pain. I will leave today. I have a friend in another city who said I can stay with her. Just then, David came back. He saw us talking, saw the tension. Selah stood up. David, she said, I'm leaving. Lena and I talked. I'm going to stay with a friend. Thank you for your kindness. And I'm sorry to both of you. She picked up her small suitcase. David looked relieved, but also a little sad. He walked her to the door. They said a quiet goodbye. And then she was gone. The apartment felt quiet, empty, but also lighter. David turned to me, his eyes full of apology. Lena, he began, I am so sorry. I handled this badly. I was confused. I felt guilty about the past, about how things ended with Selah. But I never stopped loving you. You are my life, my future. Please, can you forgive me? I looked at him. I saw the sincerity in his eyes. The past few days had been a storm, but maybe our ship wasn't broken. It will take time, David, I said honestly. You hurt me. But yes, I love you. We can try to fix this, but no more secrets. And our relationship comes first. Always. He pulled me into a hug, holding me tight. Always, he whispered. It wasn't easy. We talked a lot in the weeks that followed. We rebuilt the trust that had been shaken. Selah never came back. Slowly, our laughter returned. Our home felt like ours again. Our love, tested by the past, felt stronger, more real. We learned that true partnerships need honesty, boundaries, and the courage to face the ghosts of the past together, and then let them go. Our new beginning started not when Selah left, but when David and I chose each other, chose our future with open eyes and honest hearts.